I know, I want a hijab to cover my head and my chins.
I have entered a serious relationship with a wonderful man.
Fix your hijab.
Oh, sorry. He fell. It was crazy.
What? Ooh. Hi guys.
So warm.
Yeah.
Child. Anyway, so
Hey everyone, my name is Allie. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and checking out this video. I will not include a whole background for who this person is. If you want to know more about that, I would say to check out the channel Mr. Snowflake. Personal ones that I like to watch for commentary on this person are Oh Lordy, It's Jordy. I pretty much watch all the creators. Alex the Shook is another one that I love that reacts to this person. However, let's get into this video that she uploaded today, and I should react to it fairly quickly because I have a feeling that she might take it down because you just never know. Chantal is really predictable in the way that she likes to just feel one way and post something and then regret it and take it down. So this video is called Acceptance and Gratitude Are the Key to a Happier You. Now, first of all, title alone, if I didn't know who this person was, I would agree fully and I might be interested in this video. However, I'm looking at this with major side eye.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Well, hello there. Did you know that you can request a private video?
The way she carries her weight is always so interesting to me. But we don't get a whole lot of body shots. I mean, we're kind of getting back there, but these body shots that Shit Law includes, like, just watch how she's walking across in the frame for this cameo ad.
From me, made just for you that you can keep forever and ever. Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday.
It's just a weird little smile and wave that she does. I just don't know. That gun is ginormous. It could fit the entire ocean inside it.
Where do I see myself in the future?
Not this fucking voice, dude. Where do I see myself in the future? I'm sorry, but probably beached like a whale, like washed up because you're not taking care of your health. You ignore your diabetes constantly. You've gotten several, what was she calling them again? Like, they're not rashes, boils. Disgusting. She doesn't take care of herself. She can barely walk. She refuses to take the stairs, even if she has to. Like when the power went out in her complex the other day. She gets an attitude and pitches a bitch fit about taking the stairs even. So, yikes. I'm gonna need another chug of coffee for this one, so give me 1 second. I just can't with this voice that she puts on. Ugh. And instead of editing in this ASMR atmosphere channel of rainy day couch fireplace, because listen, I'm obsessed with these channels. I fall asleep to these every night. I read my books to these every night. I have one of these on in the house every single night. However, could you not just like edit a nice little picture like this into your video? No, you're just gonna point your phone camera at your TV. It's so weird. Anyway.
Well, I don't usually have an answer when people frequently ask me this question. But this picture I took from my TV screen is probably as close to what I want as it can get.
Okay. So she's made this comment before about like,
oh, I used to live in Africa with all the little birdies and the little monkeys. You know what?
About like, I just want to live in the middle of nowhere in a forest, and I don't know the voice that I just chose for her, but that to me she tries to act like dainty like Amber Lynn and try to do this like valley girl mixed with like soft dainty cottagecore. So it's giving like she wants to be a cottage girly. Listen, with the things that she needs, number one I think being medical attention frequently, And then second to that, constant access to fast food and stuff. Living out in the middle of nowhere is not going to be good for her. She's going to freak the fuck out. She'll probably become a local legend. She'll be the next cryptid, like stalking through the woods and stalking through cornfields at night, just trying to ravage through people's yards and gardens to get some extra sustenance. And she'll become the next, like, La Llorona or something.
A peaceful, idyllic future in a humble home surrounded by nature. But I'll just be grateful with whatever I can get in this life. Well, hello guys, hello, welcome back.
Not the pasty, tired, filter to the max, makeup free video. So she got her little, as YouTube Underground Yaba calls it, because I love this term, her high chair and her little baby table where she's about to like sit like a child, and she's got it up to like over her chest almost, and that tells me we're gonna have food in this video. So as other people have mentioned, if you know, maybe you don't, I'll put it on the screen. Chantal has been known for a cycle in which she goes through, I want to be healthy and happy and grateful for the life that I have while working towards my goal of losing like 200 pounds. She does that while eating something she enjoys. And as many people have said, I'm not the first person to say it, it's a lot easier to talk about the changes you're going to make when you're not in that tough spot yet. So she will eat something like Burger King, and then she'll talk about, all right, so this is the funeral. This is the last time I'm eating this chicken royal or whatever the hell it is. And then when that day comes, she's instantly in a bad mood. And she's like, I don't think I can do this. So it's just part of the cycle. And the fact that she's going to be eating or drinking something during this, I'm not surprised. But we're barely a minute in, so I will try my best not to interject.
Make a pot noodle with me.
Not the fucking Indomie, bro. Oh my god. So I'm telling you right now, I am creeping out of the 200s slowly. I go to the gym 4 times a week. And I do have a Coke Zero once a day, but I still log everything I eat. And even if I liked noodles and ramen, which I don't, you know, looking at this, looking at the calories, looking at the sodium, looking at the carbs, that it's not a good choice. But hey, I'm not saying anything new. I just think it's funny that she's got a Coke, a Diet Coke. It says Coke Light, but that must be a Middle Eastern variant of Coke Zero or Diet Coke. I just love that she's like having that with these super high sodium, salty as hell, unhealthy, zero nutrition from micro or macronutrients. There's no veggies in here. And even if she was to add like broccoli or something, as she said that she does, it's really not helping.
And talk about something I've been wanting to talk about, just kind of popped up in my mind. Today, I have no makeup on, I'm just comfortable right now. It's about noon here in Kuwait, and I'm having curry flavored Indomie pot noodle. And I like these ones because, I'll show you.
I like these ones because they're high
Something
fat
very small
and
stupid, but
they're very salty.
this is the curry sauce, and this is the
It is stupid that you would eat this when you have diabetes.
And a Diet Coke. I prefer Diet Coke.
Did she say she likes these ones so much because they come with a foldable fork? Hold on.
It comes with like a cool mini fork.
That's because, as she proclaimed to herself the other day, sometimes she's self-aware. She's got like one fork, one pot, and one plate. So if she doesn't have to clean that one fork, it's probably rotting in the sink, just like the blue pot from moons ago.
I get, before I start talking about this video and some advice I have, and I know there's people who are gonna be like, I would never take advice from you, you're a mess.
Exactly.
I think I've been through it, so I can offer some kind of
You've been through it, but you're still going through it. Nothing in your life has improved, and that's the thing where it's like I almost want to laugh right now. I mean, I do. She thinks her life has improved, and I can tell you exactly why. One, because she doesn't have to put a lot of effort into her life, and that's exactly how she likes it. If you do or don't know, she used to live in Canada. That's where she's from. And all she would do is film herself, go on live stream, eat super high calorie stuff, get absolutely obliterated and stoned on THC edibles, and then smoke THC on top of that. And then she would lie down and just be horizontal the rest of the night. And that was her day, every single day. And this isn't too far from that. Sometimes she goes out and walks around, but it's very minimal. And if she's going out, it's for one thing, which is food, which is exactly the instances in which she would leave her condo when she lived in Canada. She only left to get food and then come right back. So to me, her life has not improved. In fact, it's gotten worse because now she lives with this man in the Middle East. Her family's not easily accessible, even though I don't believe she listens to them or cares what their input is at all on her life, or how her bad choices affect them as well. But she just lives in Groundhog Day perpetually, and she has had worsening health, and in my opinion, without knowing fully, has gained at least 150 pounds since moving here almost 3 years ago. Here, that I'm saying, is Kuwait, which is in the Middle East. And she also has a quote-unquote husband, if you believe that they're actually legally married. I'm on the fence and have been on the fence about that. But she is married to this man who has cheated on her twice. And when I say cheating, I mean they were texting, but it was very explicit, and I would definitely consider that cheating if my fiance did that. And she not only chose to forgive him, but also just has this weird back and forth with him. And I genuinely don't think there's any real intimacy going on, even off camera. So there are a few reasons right there for you why I think her life has worsened and not gotten better. So when she says, I've been through it, so I think I can give advice on how to get through it if you're going through something difficult. No, babe, because you're still going through it. You shouldn't be giving anyone advice. Just like she said, I know some people are going to say, well, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to take advice from you. You're a mess. So yeah, she's self-aware that she's a mess and people don't want to hear what she has to say. But she's going to blabber anyway, and I'll tell you why. Because she has no other content ideas.
You know, everyone's journey is different. But for me personally, this is just something that I've gone through during the human experience evolution process.
I'm sorry, what? The human? I'm going to need to see the transcript.
The thing is that was a very smooth, a smoother and a lower. I think it was like what I liked about it kind of came like as like a, she like is like, oh yeah, this is happening.
I want to
right
see
now.
what you just said written on paper.
And I do want to also just kind of emphasize that I'm far from perfect. You know, we don't have everything figured out by a certain age. Everyone is different, you know. So and now the hot water, boiling water from the kettle. I have an old beat up kettle, whatever. Soup. And let it sit, and then the little fork. So I was scrolling social media. This is what inspired this, and I noticed that I always compare myself to my old self with little things, but because really you can't have full control of your life. You don't have full control of circumstances, outside circumstances that may come into our life. You could plan and plan and plan far, far ahead into the future, but something could happen and throw that off, and then what?
It's just easy for her to say, well, you know, even if I was doing my best and I was eating well and I was moving my body how I should be and as frequently as I should be, well, there would still be things day to day that I can't control, and that's just life. So why should I even try the best I can if there's always going to be outside factors?
We don't bring them with us in the afterlife. Once we end our life here in this dunya, in this life, none of what you had here on earth is going to matter. All that's going to matter is how you treated people, how you evolved your soul as a human being, and if you were grateful with what you were given on this earth. Not everyone is given the same thing, and we aren't meant to question that. That's not up for us to decide someone else's path or to question it. So keep focus on your life. Quit looking around at what others have. Be happy for them, because the energy you put out to others comes around. And I know you're thinking, you were mean at one point.
No, babe, you weren't mean at one point. You say horrible things to this day, and you post horrible things to this day. You've doxed people. You've said things about people. You've posted pictures of them on your community posts. You've drawn fucking elementary school, preschool drawings of people, very childish. You say slurs every day and pretend to apologize for them. You take it back immediately. You're like, oh, I can say the R word. I don't care if you're offended, just leave. And you've said things about people that are gay. You said things about people that are a different race than you. You've said things about people that may or may not have a different body type than you. You have a problem with women. You're like misogynistic in some ways, and it's crazy. And you just continue to say horrible things and do horrible things. And you do continue to feel jealous about what other people have and what you don't have. And you do compare yourself on the daily. And so I think this video is just her talking to herself and somehow trying to reason with herself and try to get herself to understand why she's wasting her time doing these harmful things every day. But at the same time, I don't think she's listening to herself. And somehow I think she thinks that telling other people this will also help that cement itself further to her. It's very strange.
Of what you have. I'm grateful for this diet soda. It's more than a lot of people have, honestly. I've been humbled a lot in my life. I've come from, as you got, a lot of you who have followed me for the whole time I've been on YouTube, you have seen that I used to blow thousands and thousands a month, and I'm paying for the consequences of that, and I fully accept that.
It's now time to segue into the community post that Chantal posted right after that video she posted today. Let's take a look. Hello. I'll try not to make this dramatic. I deleted my post poking fun back at Girl World because I've been ignoring and not raging and poking back, etc. And I feel better when I'm not lowering myself to be nasty back at anyone. I like having no malice in my heart or life, and I would like to continue to keep drama away from my channel. No matter how much others talk about us or make fun of us, I will continue to try and ignore it. Hopefully breaking this cycle at least. We just want to bees. So, I am sorry for making fun of others because it's not who I am trying to be anymore. Miss Yaz, see you later. Alright guys, again, thank you so much for being here and listening to me. It wasn't an easy one for me to get through, but this is just more of the same of Chantal and the things that she likes to repeat daily over and over and over again. It's Groundhog Day, and I'm here to criticize and clown on the mess every day, as I'm sure you guys are as well. I don't take this woman seriously, never have, never will, and maybe we'll get a more interesting video. I think she's back to doing quote-unquote couples content on her other channel with her creepy-ass, weird-ass husband, quote-unquote husband. So if you guys want to see anything else from me, feel free to subscribe, comment below anything that you're thinking or feeling, and I'll see you next time.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'll see you guys. Bye.